Hello, hello, everyone! I hope you all had a great weekend. I was working all weekend. My weekend doesn't start for a few days. Glad to see you all. I've been hyping up this stream specifically because we're going to be getting some new units in the next mission, finally, and they're going to be good ones. I'm happy. Then we're going to go another 2 missions and then get some new other folks who are not as great. But that's fine. They're decent enough. It's just they're from a series I'm not terribly excited about. In the meantime, I've also checked this out, and I know when to fit in each bonus. Bonus scenario. Am I gonna have to reconnect you? Okay, you're connected. Good. Sorry, PlayStation decided to be a PlayStation. Alright! So we left our heroes. We had just defeated what we believe... Well, we just tested our new universe-destroying cannon, which they call the Wave Motion Gun, against a bunch of the Gamillans. And it worked a little too well. It was very strong. Kind of gave us all pause about using it in the future. Don't worry, we'll use it recklessly. Anyway, so now we're just gonna move on and keep traveling on our overall goal of getting the hell out of this solar system and going on to the next. So why don't we see what happens next? Jupiter Sphere, solar system. Vangray Cockpit. Remember, we also had an AI that was talking to us in the last mission. It refers to themselves as 99. How's it going, Velt? The analyzer is interrogating System 99. You hacked the Yamato mainframe when you boarded, did you not? There is no escape. I recognize your unusual signal the instant you surfaced and began transmitting. Silence. I see. Well, in that case, I have some ideas. Analyzer, wait! There's no need for you to get violent! This is just a warning. What you call a threat. Can AIs even understand threats? Officer Sonata, what's this about System 99 hacking the Yamato? It was well hidden, but we finally figured out the orders and clearance for you and Ensign Kisaragi to board the Yamato did not come from us. Which means someone used System 99 to get us aboard the Yamato? Correct. We just don't know how yet. Analyzer, is there any way you can figure out who might have done this? This is impossible. Aren't you one of the Yamato's subsystems? One of Earth's most powerful computers? Can't you figure this out? Well, what I have established is that System 99 and I have completely different file structures, which means I will need a significant amount of time in order to perform a complete analysis. If possible, I would like to completely remove System 99 from the Vangray. No, don't do that! I'm just another rookie pilot without the Vangray! Hey, System 99, hurry up and tell us everything you know, would you? It's no use, Ensign Murakamo. She doesn't talk unless there's something she wants to say. For the time being, we are following Commander's orders regarding the Vangray's handling. I just don't think it's that dangerous. At this point, neither do I. If it really wanted to interfere with the Yamato's voyage, it would have done so already. What we do not know, however, is why the system chose to reveal itself when it did. Maybe the impact of the attacks jolted out of some sort of glitch? It's not constructed like televisions of last century. Simply striking it wouldn't fix it. Hate to break it to you, but striking the TVs back then didn't fix them either. Don't worry, System 99. We won't do anything too harsh to you. Ensign Kisaragi, threats do not work on AIs as you suggested. I find it strange you would choose to threaten it yourself. Well, I know I wouldn't want something to toy with, someone toy with me however they saw fit. I'd start talking. Maybe System 99 is just a machine, but to me it's a life-saving co-pilot, and I plan to keep fighting alongside it. So I don't want to I don't want to treat it like so I want to treat it like a human co-pilot. I did not expect such warmth from you. Hey, shut up! Well, that struck a nerve. I'll have to use that on her later. Lieutenant Murakamo, that is simply... Okay, now that we've got this out of the way, I'm gonna go watch the Kincaid and Tobia Farewell Weep Fest. You're just the worst! Remember, Tobia and Kincaid offered to come with us on our very long journey. They're gonna be leaving some folks behind. Jupiter Colony Dock. Well, we're off. Be careful, Kincaid. I'll come back for you. Just like I always have. I know you will. Excuse me, Captain Bera? Where's Bernadette? She's been in her room all this time. Oh, I see. Consider how she must feel. Seeing your face might make it harder to say goodbye. I guess you're right. Thank you, Mr. Shinohara. Don't mention it. We're officially colleagues now. There are plenty of other women working on board the Yamato. You'll forget about her in no time. Shinohara of a one-track mind. I will not have you poisoning his mind with such talk, Shinohara. What? I was just trying to comfort him. Yeah, I'm sure you were. Farewell, Captain Bera. Please tell Bernadette that I'll come back for her. I shall. Oh, and don't worry about Kincaid, Captain. I'll see to it he returns safely. You told me the same thing before the final attack with the Jupiter Empire. Thank you, Tobia. Please look out for him. Let's go, Tobia. We've got to steel ourselves for the journey ahead. Yes, sir. I'll be back, Bernadette. Seabook! I so desperately wanted to tell you not to go. This was your choice to make. You chose to fight for the future, not wallow in despair. I'll be here, waiting for you as Bera Orona. Wow, we're so far away from Jupiter already. Could I? The briefing's about to start. Ah, okay. This must be about the transmission. Yamato Central Strategy Room. Some of you may already be aware that we received a distress signal in Federation Standard Code upon our departure from Jupiter. That could be... Quiet, could I? The vessel cannot be ID'd, but the signal originated from the south pole of Enceladus, a moon off Saturn. Meteorological Officer Oda, approximately how many days would we lose by landing on Enceladus? 2, sir. As Tactical Officer, I recommend that we do not stop. We cannot afford to lose more time. What are you saying, Kadai? Are you suggesting we abandon another Federation crew? I'm saying that we should not waste time looking for survivors who may or may not exist. We have a mission, and this mission is... You mean you have a mission? To destroy the enemy bases on Pluto, which is as much force as we did the ones on Jupiter. Is that what you were going to say? What exactly is wrong with that? When they invaded our system, Pluto was the first to fall. When the planet bomb destroyed Earth as we knew it, where did they launch it from? Pluto. Pluto has become the root of all evil, a root we must tear out, whether we leave this system or not. Would you like to respond, Head Navigator? Yes, we must ignore Pluto if we are to chart the fastest course to Iskandar. How dare you, Shima! I understand your feelings, Kadai. Our current problems do not include a surf at a time. By that logic, the same goes for Enceladus. The difference being that we have a duty to respond. We cannot ignore a distress signal we have already received. Commander, even if the odds of finding survivors are low, we must come to their aid. Apologies for my late arrival, Commander. Status report. Part of the wave motion engine capacitor melted, sir. Likely as a result of firing the wave motion gun. What? Engineering Officer Tokugawa reports that we may not be able to continue on unless it's repaired. Further, it appears we will need a Cosmonite 90 in order to make those repairs. Hirata, do we have any Cosmonite 90 on board? I checked as soon as I received word from Officer Sonata. We're well short of what we need. So we'll just end up adrift? Perhaps not. There's an abandoned Cosmonite mining facility on the surface of Enceladus. We may be able to obtain some there. Commander, let me think. Commander, I have word from a security officer that the stowaway has been captured. Another one? How did we get another stowaway? Yamato reception room. Tetanith Dogatie. Oh! Who saw this coming? I'm raising my hand. You can't see it, but I'm raising my hand. I mean, yes, I've played this before. But I mean, come on. You've already left Jupiter. That is not my name. I'm no longer Tetanith Dogatie. I'm merely Bernadette Briette. As daughter of the former Supreme Leader of Jupiter, you were in charge of keeping the populace in line. You snuck aboard the Yamato to flee Jupiter altogether. Well, I doubt I can alter your perception. I can test you using the word flee. Care to tell us why? Tell you? No. I get the feeling you don't like us very much. Bernadette! Tobia, I'm sorry. I just knew that you'd say no if I had told you I wanted to come with you. That's your justification for sneaking aboard? Sneaking aboard ships is your specialty. I've never seen the show, but I could get that impression. And this time I had Captain Bera's help as well. I see. So that's why she was behaving strangely when we came to say goodbye. Bernadette, I'm sorry. It's okay. I know you're not one to run from your responsibilities. So tell me why. Why did you sneak aboard the Yamato? I just have to know, Tobia. Have to know what? What the people who followed my father, who attacked Earth, are looking for in the outer reaches. But my father couldn't let go of his hatred of Earth. Even when he was on Jupiter, it consumed him. If those who set out the outer reaches really have forgotten about Earth, then I owe it to myself to find out what has that kind of power. When that dawned on me, it was so liberating, Tobia. For the first time in my life, I feel like I can lead the people of Jupiter towards a brighter future. But you realize there's a chance that you won't make it back alive. Well, you're going to make it back alive, aren't you? Yeah, I am. And you'll be there right by my side. She's quite the little princess. Well, Officer Kadai, how should we proceed? We certainly can't take her back to Jupiter. I guess we'll just have to... What if we assign her to accounting? Were you eavesdropping, Ensign Kisaragi? We don't have much time, do we? It's the only way to keep things running through smoothly. We already have Chief Harada's approval. And you are? Ensign Akira Yamamoto in accounting, sir. I see. Very well. We'll assign her to accounting. I like how that's where everybody they don't want to worry about goes. Are you sure? She's the daughter of the Jupiter Empires. I will remind you that I am now Bernadette Briette. I will work hard to atone for sneaking on board. I'm at your service and reporting for duty. Understood. If you have any further questions, ask Ensign Yamamoto and the others. Bernadette, I know I caused a lot of trouble to Tobia, but this is the path I chose. He hasn't been able to get a sentence out. I don't have anything more to say. Just make sure you tell me next time, okay? Okay. Well, that worked out all right in the end. Perhaps. We have one more accountant at any rate. I'm sorry? Nothing. It's fine. Change course. We're heading for Enceladus. And remember, securing Cosmonite is our top priority. Yes, sir. Scenario 5. A chilling reunion. So that's the ship that sent out the distress signal? Any idea what kind of ship it is? Can't you see? It's an Isukaze class. No need to be rude about it. Do you really hate being my escort that much? No, I didn't mean... I suppose you're regretting this assignment. You'd rather be guarding the others at the Cosmonite mine, wouldn't you? That's not what I meant. Listen up, because I'm only going to say this once. I'm in charge of this rescue mission, so I expect your full compliance with my orders down here. Yes, ma'am. Don't call me ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You are absolutely infuriating. I like her. Those two are acting strange, huh? I do not detect any abnormal behavior patterns. Yeah, well, you wouldn't. Hey, what is it? Can I ask you a weird question? If you must. Ooh, I knew this was coming. Do you have any alien relatives or anything? Excuse me? Well, it's just... Never mind, forget I said anything. It's just like Enomoto said. The boatswain, Chief Petty Officer Enomoto? Who's Tactical Officer Kadai and Head Navigator Shima's instructor at training school. According to him, Tactical Officer Kadai has never been able to interact with women very well. Right, let's get going. I can't believe we didn't find a single survivor. This is the same type of ship as the Isukaze class Space Assault Destroyer Yukikaze. Mamoru, I'll finish what you started. We're under attack! The Cosmos Sequel's been hit! No, now we have no way of escaping. The enemy is fast approaching, Tactical Officer Kadai. Gamillans. A Gamilloid! That's what they look like in their spacesuits. What the heck is that? The call sign is unique to Gamillas. Are you saying that thing's a Gamillan soldier? Mori, take Harada and analyze her. Get out of here! But the reason I'm here is to protect you. Just listen to me. Fine, but be careful, Kadai. Come on, this is as far as you're getting. Just imagine an epic laser gun battle. Pew 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 pew! What is that? What is that? Wait, those monsters aren't Gamillan weapons? Gah, my Cosmo gun! Can I use this one? Thanks. You really saved my skin, Mori. Is this yours? No, I found it lying there and threw it to you without thinking. So whose gun is it then? I detect hostiles approaching. Let's get out of here, Mori. It's no use. They're catching up with us. Mori, you go on ahead. But it's my duty to protect you. Now go! What? It's Cosmo Zero. But who's piloting it? Something else is approaching, Tactical Officer Kadai. What are these, wannabe invaders? It's him! It's finally him! Everyone, say hello to Ryoma, the leader of the Getter team. I'm not gonna read the rest because I want him to speak for himself. Yes! What kind of robot is that? No idea, I've never seen that type before. Quick, get in. We have to get out of here while that robot's distracting the monsters for us. Wait a second, aren't you from accounting? Do you know something about that black robot? I only heard you were under attack and came to help. The Camillans are heading to Cosmomite Mines too. The Yamato is going to intercept them. Then let's get out of here. It'll be a tight fit, but Cosmo Zero can hold all of us. Okay. Let's go. Typical. Not even a thanks for saving us. Whatever. Guess I should clean up this mess first. Come on, you wannabe invaders. It may not know where I am, but I do know that your luck ran out the moment I showed up here. Guess I gotta finish you off before I go home to Earth. Our goal today is to defeat all enemies, but our SR point is to defeat one of the Metal Beasts in one hit. Not counted when using a support attack. Ryoma has Grit and Bullseye. So if he needs to heal, he can. And he is piloting the Black Getter. He already has potential, focus, over the limit, and fighter spirit, so you can tell he's already based on having high focus. Damage increases by 30% when his focus is above 170. He doesn't even have 170 max focus yet. So that's something you gotta build towards. The Black Getter. It's got decent armor, not so great mobility, but it's got 5 movement, and it is able to fly, and it's also 1 large. It's got some neat attacks, and almost all of them are energy-based. And one of them's got Barrier Buster. We have enough focus to use it already, so why don't we get in there and show off. Could just get her beam, but nah, we'll do that later. Why don't we start big? I'm still kicking. I swear I'll make it through this. If I make it through this, I'll force the old man Sao Tome to confess. We're not supposed to know what that's about yet.
調子に乗るなよ、化け物どもが。暴りやがら！
Not enough to destroy it just yet, though, but that was not a crit. But now he gets to attack back. Alright, not much else we can do. Tomahawk Boomerang. Yeah, let's show off his considered weakest attack. Fluffernuff! Hello, hello. We've got the good boy! Ooh, that's a nasty place to take a tomahawk. Managed to kill one, but we still haven't gotten them dead yet. I'm gonna use Grit because he's already burning through a lot of health. Like I said, super robots don't dodge. They just take the hit. I mean, you barely missed anything popping up. We literally just started the mission. They discovered a distress signal, and while they were trying to decide if they should come here to the distress signal, they found out, oh, we need material that you can find there. So they were like, well, I guess we're gonna go there anyway. So they decided to split off. Some people go to find the distress signal, some people to go find the material they needed, the Cosmonite. And when we got to where the distress signal was, they found anybody who could have sent it was dead. Then these beasts appeared out of nowhere, along with the Gamillans that were attacking. We found out the Gamillans don't team up with these things. And then out of nowhere, Ryoma shows up and helps. And says something mysterious about going back to Earth. Alright, so in theory, with multi-strike active, we should be able to one-shot this thing and get the SR point.
調子に乗るなよ、化け物どもが。追いつでしまいだ。遠慮はしねえ。連弾打ち尽くせ。
And that's our SR point. Forget her fixed up with scrap. It fought pretty well back then. But what are these things? A new type of invader? Calling your buddies for backup, are you? My supplies are running low. I can't let myself be run down. Is that a literal crotch rocket? Did Mender pull off kind of his non-existent pants? Oh yes, he absolutely did. One thing you always learn, you need to learn about the Getter Robos is that they hide weapons everywhere. Hey, looks like somebody else is helping. What? That robot saved me? And now for the other good boy. There's no mistake. That's a Getter robot. Hey you, whoever you are, if you're here to help me, then you're my favorite person in the universe. Right. This is Tetsuya from the Mazinga series. I'm not gonna show too much of that description, because again, I want him to speak for himself. I knew that was a Getter robot. What's it doing here? What is this place? What happened to me? Seems like both of us have gotten caught up in something neither of us really understand. Somehow I doubt the surprises end here. Task Force is taking off! Time to sorting! I'm waiting for a Space Chicken to show up at this point. I don't think they have Space Chickens in this one. Space Chickens are in Zeta, or in Z though. In Super Robot Z. So those are the mystery robots Tactical mentioned. There's two of them? I thought there was just one. They look like the same type at first glance, but then you start seeing the differences. When that happens, it's a developer or even the concept that's become widely. Enough talking! We need to do something about the monster! Target that creature first. All units, prepare to fire. Hey you familiar with that ship? No, this is the first time I've ever seen it. Well, whatever. Their opponents are the wannabe invaders too. They'll probably lend us a hand. Let's go. Between us and that battleship, those things don't stand a chance. Understood. Met Psybuster. Oh yeah! Yeah. Psybuster. Psybuster's in the next game, actually. You get to Psybuster's the OG character, side character in the next game, where Lottie and Velt are the ones in this one. So yeah, Psybuster's back. Don't worry, and he's as strong as ever. It's fucking nuts. You know, there's a reason I don't get out much, because crap like this always happens when I do, but it's always because of the getter. Is he who I think he is? Alright, SR points already been acquired, so let's kick some ass. I didn't have to use Black Getter to get a one-shot kill on any of the mobs at the beginning, but it's fun to do it. Just to prove you can. Now then. Oops. So Tetsuya has gain and persist, so finally we have somebody who can gain extra experience. And this is the Great Mazinger, piloted by Tetsuya. So he starts with Potential Instinct and Guard, Spirit Command, Hot-Blooded, comes Spirit Command Soul. That's something you don't care about because that Spirit Command is way far away. That's an endgame Spirit Command. It just upgrades that Spirit Command when you get it. So you don't need to worry about making him ace if you're playing like your first run through for a while. He's actually medium-sized, surprisingly. It's very strange for a Mazinger to be medium-sized, I'll be honest. But hey. But he has EN regen small, so he actually regenerates more energy per turn than most other units. And all of his stuff is close quarters, and he's got a doozy of an attack here with Ignore Size. But he doesn't have enough focus to use it yet. Nothing else requires focus, so we just need to get close enough to use them. So why don't we? Let's go with a Mazinger Classic, shall we? There's no way I could die here. I still have to find out what happened. He's the guy I've heard about, and he's the answer to all my questions.
これが偉大な勇者グレートマシンガーだこいつで燃え尽きろブレストパワー
Not bad. I mean, remember, they come to us unupgraded. So I haven't upgraded anything on them yet. Alright. That's enough of that. Let's start murdering everybody else with the other units we've got. I had no idea that what was in store for me when I embarked on a 168,000 light-year journey. But I never imagined I would end up fighting monsters like this. What other trials could be in store for me in the future? I can hear murders dripping from your lips. That's because when these boys get upgraded, yes! The Super Robots are always my favorite in the Super Robot Wars series. You should have heard me when Ryoma first showed up. Alright. Tobia is the one who needs experience the most. So let's get him dashing, get him closer to the one that needs to be hit. He's not got enough range. Okay, someone will have to soften one up for me. You're scaring me. Could I? Pay attention, could I? We still don't know what sort of creatures we're up against. Yes, sir. He's been acting so strange. Did something happen to him on that ship?
Shuho! Hassha junbi! Hai! Shuho! Hassha junbi! Shot kanon! エンジンからエネルギー伝導終わる。
照準合わせ誤差修正マイナス1コンマ3。
測敵よし、照準よし。
撃ち方始め。キャー。
If he got probed, I just want to remind you, there were 3 women and 1 robot on that tiny ship they were just in. So if he got probed, good for you, buddy. Whoa, boy. Almost ended my turn. Bernadette is thinking about the future of Jupiter, of all of humanity in a way that only she can. So I have to get it together. I'm going back to Earth, to Bernadette no matter what, and I'll make sure her dreams for the future come true.
海賊には海賊のやり方がある。
Boom, data. Another down. It was the robot and the women posted pictures of it on the internet. Hey, as long as he gets a cut. Let's not go quite that big on a unit that's already taken damage. Oh, Akira, just because you're all mixed up about the aircraft squad doesn't mean you get carte blanche to act so recklessly. Inquiry. What? By carelessly, are you referring to our unsanctioned sortie? I don't think he's getting a cut. See, then there's a problem. He deserves a cut. You scared the heck out of me coming out of nowhere like that. I'm gonna have a heart attack one of these days. We are in the middle of battle. Please respond promptly. You're the one who appeared out of thin air just asking a question. I don't have that much time, so you get the short version. Of course, leaving without permission is careless, but what's worse is she ignored Kaptakato's feelings. I suppose you probably shouldn't be so overprotective, but when someone cares about you that much, you can't take their love for granted. Okay, that's enough chit-chat. Those monsters aren't going to destroy themselves. Not unless they're from Star Fox Assault. Understood. Boy, that's an obscure reference.
相手が何者だろうと戦う。頑張らなきゃ。私も。私自身が弾丸になる。絶対に逃がさない。かかった。今だ。 な戦術でしょ。
Bada boom! Let's go with an old-fashioned boost knuckle. Even in a mobile suit, I don't want to touch something so gross. Please, please, please don't squelch or squish or splat goo all over me. Oh, I'm sorry, Lottie, but that's exactly what they're gonna do. I knew I'd encounter unimaginable situations in a journey of 336,000 light years. I never thought I'd experience them in my own solar system. The only thing larger than the universe is my yearning to know everything about it.
ここまでは計算通り。
やった！回避大成功！
見えすぎた攻撃はしない。
Alright. Their turn to try and hit us. Emphasis on try. Alright, we get to show off the drill pressure punch. I was hoping they'd attack him a lot, so they could show off their attacks. And here's a support defend, the first time we get to actually show it off. A little more dramatic on the hit there. May need to make dinner. That's fine, Fluffer. Enough doing what you need to. You don't have to watch every second of the stream. It just, you know, makes me feel a bit better about myself if you do. Boom. You know it's good because it has the word final in it. Now he's going after the Huckabine. Huckabine's, he's just gonna shoot him with the head machine gun. Because he ain't gonna fuck with him. Bell's just like, you're not even worth my time. So all I'm gonna do is look at you and let my head gun do everything.
面白いアプローチだが、それだけだな。機体は仕上がっている。あとはパイロットの腕次第だ。
I was hoping more of them would go after Great Mazinger and Black Getter, but oh well. We'll get them some time to show off now. Let's see. Are there targets that are weak enough? Nope. These targets have not been softened up. Ah, fudge. He's not close enough to do anything. Actually, let's get her over here. Soften this guy up. She's gonna kill him. She's too strong. Darn it! I'm trying to get these guys experience, but they're too strong. She can soften one up with Boost Knuckle. Good. Nice and softened up. Just trying to get you guys some kills and experience. Alright, so now he's gonna get extra experience from this.
俺の任務はまず生き残ることだ。お前を撃つ。必殺パワーサンダーブレイク。
Yeah, he just fucking shoots lightning at people.
これが偉大な勇者の力だ。
I mean, that's actually a problem. So, when you run into that problem, you use the spirit command. Let's see, search. Does anybody have it? No, nobody has it yet. There's a command called Mercy that makes it so you can't kill someone. You can only leave them at 10 health. So... Alright, let's Thunder Break another one. Just to keep the music going.
そこを通らせてもらう。グレートの必殺技を見せてやる。サンダーブレイク。
Damn, just missed it. Oh well. Ryoma can murder that one. Darn it! I thought he'd have enough range! Oh well. Whatever. Let's get to the murdering with everybody else. I should check their move speed more.
全訪問発射準備に入れ。各砲座発射準備。
地方副砲全訪問発射準備整った。
各砲座監視方向の目標に照準合わせ。
各砲座発射準備よし。
撃ち方始め。撃ち方始め。
Ryoma just wants to go home. Ryoma! Okay, Ryoma says he wants to go home. What he actually means is, he wants to go home while leaving as many bodies of monsters in his wake as he possibly can. That is always implied by everything Ryoma says. Like, Ryoma says, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. It's implied, while leaving as many corpses of monsters along the way. Ryoma wants to go, you know, get a midnight snack. It's implied he's going to be killing some monsters along the way. That's the end of the Metal Beasts. Confirmed. Hostiles have been neutralized. I can't believe those monsters were on Enceladus. Could I? It's nothing. Wonder if Akira's okay. Taking off without permission like that was risky, and she's not even a member of the aircraft squad. Captain Kato was really mad. But thanks to her, the tactical team is safe. Surely that deserves to be taken in consideration. Well, what we should really be worrying about are those mystery robots. Thanks, you saved me. Showed up when you did. I'm Ryoma Nagare. What name are you stuck with? I knew it was him. Hey, still with me? I'm Tetsuya. Tetsuya Tsurugi. Got it. Thanks again, Tetsuya. The communications coming from that ship. Seems like they want to talk to us. We need to figure out exactly what's going on here. Let's go. Right. Ryoma Nagare, huh? If he's a Ryoma Nagare I've heard of, there's only one thing I have to do. It's lettuce. Could I? Oh, hey Mori. Don't oh hey me. Aren't you in charge of speaking to those mystery pilots? The XO is handling that for me. Besides, I've got permission to sortie from the commander. Did something happen? You haven't been yourself since we got back to the Yamato. Shima, everyone, we're all worried about you. I've been thinking about that gun you gave me. What about it? The name engraved on the grip was Maru Kodai. They're gonna go make Getter babies together. What? That was my brother's ship, the Yukikaze. Oh, Kodai, I'm so sorry. So he lost his gun while they were trying to fight off the metal beasts, and she just found one and picked it up and tossed it at him. Turns out it was his brother's gun, and that was his brother's ship that had no survivors that we found. Fun. He looks a little more imposing when you see his full portrait, huh? Less imposing because he's got a weird-ass spacesuit. I am Lieutenant Commander Shiro Sanada, Executive Officer of this ship. You have my deepest gratitude for aiding us and saving the lives of our crew. Let's dispense with the formalities. I want to know who the ship belongs to. The ship belongs to the Earth Federation forces. We are operating independently at the moment. I had no idea Federation made such an impressive battleship. I'd heard there'd been some pretty intense fighting while I was doing time. The world I knew sure has changed. Doing time? After a lunar conflict. I'm sorry? How's it you belong to the military and don't know about the war with the invaders? I've been a Getter Robo pilot ever since. Wait just a minute. By invaders, do you mean those creatures we fought today? Am I stuttering, or are your ears just that bad? You can't have forgotten the invaders. The war with them was one of the biggest in history. The things we fought today were some sort of hybrid, part machine. What's he talking about, XO? Let me change the question, Nagare. What year do you think this is? 0082? Maybe 0083? Right? Permit me another simple question. Are you from Earth? Are you mocking me? Where else would I be from? Nagare, our Earth has no history of attack from these creatures called invaders. What? If I am to trust that you told me is the truth, then there's only one possible explanation. You've come here from another Earth, one in the universe parallel to ours. Because that's exactly where I would jump to in this kind of situation. What sort of bull is this? I don't quite believe what I'm saying either, but warp and wave motion gun research does point to the existence of multiple universes. And now an inhabitant from one of those universes before me. This meeting will go down in history. Hey, you're messing with me, right? Or I'm still locked up and this is a hallucination? As a man of science, I deal only in objective fact. I would never mess with the truth. Even though I have zero evidence that this might be the truth, and I'm jumping to a lot of conclusions right now. I want you to tell me exactly what happened that allowed you to cross between dimensions and come to this universe. And you, Tsurugi, you come from the same world as Nagare? I'm not sure. What? There's not much I remember besides my own name. When I came to, I was on this planet with the Great Mazinger. You've experienced loss of memory? Dissociative amnesia, most likely. We've just begun our journey to Iskandar, and yet we've already encountered the Getter Robot, the Great Mazinger, and other unbelievable things. Historical indeed. Yamato Commanding Officer Kevin. Can everybody stop doing that? I've determined the distress signals broadcast by a ship belonging to Earth Federation Forces First Fleet, the destroyer Yukikaze. There were no survivors on board. I see. Fucker! Say one more time! Could I? What? I do not want Earth to end up like the Yukikaze. Understood. Motherfucker. I will end you. Okay, so, let's go ahead and check out the new robots. Oops. There we go. Get Black Getter! Let's upgrade it to 5. Change terrain handling of all weapons to S. I forgot to mention, weapons have their own terrain handling stat. This just makes it so it's S all around. Go to Ray to Mazinga. Increase armor by 300 and max EN by 50. So not only do I upgrade his energy just from there, now it's an extra 50. And myself just trying to pitch. That's one of my favorite things to say, is, like, fucker, I've already tried to end myself and didn't manage it. You think I'd be more afraid of you than I am of me? Alright, skill program. Realma. Obviously, we're gonna max out potential. Focus over limit. We need to max that out. Fighter spirit, might as well max that. And focus attack. And because he's gonna be all about getting more focus, get him an attacker. He doesn't have enough move speed, so give him a dash. Save energy because everything he has uses energy. Guard, because he's gonna take hits more than he's gonna avoid them. And that's good for now. Oops. Now, Tetsuya! Oh, I forgot. I want to ignore size. Ignore size. Give him instinct because he already has it. Might as well max it out. But he also has guard. He's gonna want focus over limit. I mean, you gotta get it thick skin, or you gotta find some other weapons. Whatever you gotta do. Attack. I'll hold off on giving him an attacker for now. I'll probably give it to him later. Okay. Power parts. Do I have another close quarters supporter? I do not. Who has it currently? Grungus does. This is useless because all his weapons adaptability is S. Velocity Drive would help him fly, but S adapter would be even better. Let's go with S adapter. Increase max focus. Yep, let's do that. Great Mazinger! Why don't we give him the Mazin Heart? Are you trying to hurt my husband again? Doing what specifically this time? I'm not saying no, but I ain't gonna cop to something unless I'm sure about it. Let's do that. Velocity Drive for now. I just want to give folks some more movement.